Biomutant.
What?
Biomutant. Yeah,
What is that?
game just came out.
Jesus.
Lucky.
So-called game.
It's a post-apocalyptic animal game. Where'd you go?
Went to the lake.
Aw,
Yeah.
my boo have it.
Oh.
Sometimes hard to see.
You could go. You couldn't see. It was a backdrop.
Oh,
Jesus. Shame of it. Slut.
oh. Okay. Okay. Oh. Okay. Oh. I think I'm gonna need a better gun. Okay. Oh. I think I'm gonna need a better gun. I'm not gonna lie to you, son. You should build a hammer.
Well, my guy's meant for swords, from what I know of.
What? I'm not gonna lie to you, son. You should build a hammer. What class are you?
Well, my guy's meant for swords, mercenary, from what I know of.
Oh, same.
Okay. You can see my game now. I just started live streaming up.
Ooh.
Look, an emergency box from the once was. A rare sight.
Claw bar.
That pipe looks weak. The claw bar should come in handy. Whoa. It's
By
time
the
to
way,
find a way out of
never
this place.
sell the
No,
claw
really,
bar.
I mean it.
Or scrap it.
Yeah, because it's like a really good puzzle tool you need.
Yeah, you kinda need it, and I don't know why it's an option to sell the scrap.
I guess that's an RPG aspect. Was it screw you over story wise, or is it just mostly needed
Just
for like puzzles? In the
Game wise.
The Morks produce biomatter in their multi-organ that they shed under distress. Blobs that affect the cellular coding strands of any living being when absorbed, including you.
Ooh. What's going on? Frame rate is dropping bad. God, it's going too much. Having issues with the game. What? Turn these sync for a second. Jesus Christ, is it because I'm streaming? Jesus. See, it fixes the game a little bit. It's just...
Right in the face.
Glitch somebody?
Slice and dice.
You see, I'm still somewhat dark. I don't know how long it takes to like become more than that. Because what, you're probably somewhat
I'm in the
into
middle right now.
Oh, okay. You probably were somewhat at first.
You can make different outfits. That's kind of cool.
Oh no, I fell. Oh, okay, I can leave.
I had to turn on VSync to, well, maybe. I don't have to fucking change the settings. Did you have really bad frame rate by any chance throughout the beginning of the game, Jonah?
Yeah, at some point, like the frame rates dropped.
Like, I'm at the bunker right now, and the game is fucking dropping.
Toxinol built vessels called arcs to save themselves from the impending doom.
But also, like,
but
VSync
was it too late? It is only from the flight logs of the single arc they left behind that we know other arcs traveled through the sky and beyond. It seems those that came before us never lost hope in finding a new home for their kind.
Oh, how'd I die? Okay.
Just a few moves left. Make them count.
I finally made it to the first hazard zone. Let's go. You know about the hazard zones, right, Jason?
Huh?
You know about the hazard zones, right?
No, like I said, I don't know.
There are few records of the chain of events that led to the big apocalypse eons ago. But it's clear the world wasn't prepared for how recklessly the Toxinol Corporation would make its mark on the world. Their rare earth mining and nuclear industries generated tons of waste, and without consideration for the future, they dumped it all in landfills until they ran out of space.
What? No.
That's when they made the big mistake. They began dumping the toxic waste in the surf just off the coast instead, assuming that it would sink and decay with time. And they were right. But no one was prepared for what was about to unfold. Once in the surf, the radiation interfered with the genetics of the wildlife and created bizarre mutations in their offspring. It had an inconceivable impact on biodiversity and the entire ecosystem. The world as they knew it crumbled as nature retaliated.
I don't know how you do
that. It would never be the same again, and what remained of it became ours.
So annoying.
Some spark metal going pew is never a good thing. It's coming from behind that door. A warning label. The box looks like a potential brain melt. It's going to take a bit of puzzling to short-circuit the door.
Let's kind of janked my way across it.
Just a few moves left. Make them count.
What? How'd I die? Kill me?
There you go.
The ear killed me.
The wheeled one is outnumbered. You'd better help him out. Now that's a flesh wound. That'll teach him. Don't give up now. Chop, chop. Pow. That's the last of them. Let's talk to the wheeled one before backup arrives. He wants to thank you for taking his side against the scavengers. He sounds familiar. You just can't figure out why. He presents himself as out of date. He knows he's way overdue, but he hasn't given up. He doesn't seem surprised that you don't recognize him. You were just a child back then, the night everything changed. There have been rumors of a one-eyed Ronin seen outside the Great Wall, and he's happy to see it's true. The legend of the one-eyed child that grew up as an outcast is old and sad. The child could have been anyone, but the evil it had fled had left a mark, a facial scar to remember the past. It's a scar you're covering under that eye patch, isn't it? But he would have recognized you anyways. You look exactly like your Muma.
Wherefore, where?
There's no doubt you're the child, and that what Lupa Lupin did to your village, your Muma and Popsy, was the beginning of the end. He says it has taken you a long time to bring the past back up to the present, to find your way back. But he's grateful you have. It was after the attack that the unity fell apart. Your Muma's disciples divided and formed tribes as a reaction to the blight that had fallen upon the land. After the old village was destroyed and you disappeared, a struggle between the families erupted, and over time, had it not been for the Tree of Life,
roads like this really set up. Now, most of them lead to disaster. Stand up on your own two. Yeah, fine. See what this thing
asks if you are tired, as it's a bit of a hike here from the village. He wonders if your Muma knows you are here. You're such a good child, so you probably did. Even... He understands why you came all the... The potato people, or Nono, are a wonder, somehow interlinked with this little tree here, fueling its source of life. The Nono... You found one. You should be proud. They don't come out for everyone. The Nono's key energy is just what the Pensai needs. The small tree you saw up there where you met will eventually grow into a tree of life. You'll need a net to... You handle that. He's grateful for all the help he can get. There's lots of non... Oh, it'll need a continuous flux of ki over... Now that you've seen the Nono's connection with the tree with your own... From this day on, he'll make nurturing the Pensai into a tree of life, a life goal. Not only... One day, the land won't be as peaceful. Not You can already see the effects from how reckless... He says you'd better hurry back to the village before your Mooma comes looking for...
What's he doing now?
Oh,
Just...
who's learning about the tree of life?
Yeah.
He lost you there for a while, but no memory is alone. It's part of a trade. He says he remembers every single day he devoted to growing the tree of life, but now he's afraid it might be in vain. The tree started to die when the end of days begun, and it wasn't long after that that the World Eaters arrived. The genetic evolution that occurred after the apocalypse that Toxanol Corporation inflicted on the land set the World Eater's DNA into overdrive.
This one's impressed to see that. He said you'd be dead by
His friend Gizmo is working on a Mekton and needs help defeating the Jumbo Puff at the end of the West Route.
goes after the most dangerous thing.
Wiz is still repairing his octopod to confront the Merc Puff that dwells deep down under the surface at the end of the Northwest Route. Noko has tamed the midget and is preparing to take on the Hoof Puff at the end of the East Route. Finally, Goop is almost done with the Goo Glide, a machine able to ride the waves of the surf all the way out to the Porky Puff at the end of the route to the southeast. Out of Date says his friends are gearing up to stop the World Eaters. There's one at the end of each route. The road ahead won't be easy, but he's counting on your support. He wants you to understand that you'll all die. Regardless, you'll meet again once you've played your part in the tribe war.
Instincts of survival.
You're getting the hang of it.
All about their
Quickest way out is through the roof where they came in, and the rope looks strong enough to climb.
Okay, why do you do that?
Ooh.
Know that the tree of life is dying. Its days are numbered. Without help, it can't endure the environmental change and assault from the World Eaters. A signpost maps it out for the cartographically challenged. Let's see.
I was expecting that. Not expecting that at all.
What happened?
I seen the signpost. I didn't know didn't know you was gonna piss on it to save the signpost.
Oh, but you piss on the post?
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't know if everyone does something different, but I pissed on it.
That must be the world eater that chewed off Out-of-Date's leg.
Oh.
You'll need a hat trick to bring that down. The world eaters have made their marks on our world over time. That's not the first nor the last village it'll leave in its wake. Look, a survivor. Glad to see someone made it out alive. He's heard the stories about the terror inflicted. He worries there won't be much left to save if...
Once the volatilization, the waste of battle.
Anyway, he needs help and says it's...
So, in a way, they caused their own death.
That's a spark of light in you!
What's there to like about light?
Not as much as it hurts.
Always making this personal.
And you're always trying to pretend it's not.
There's Out-of-Date again. He must have missed something important.
Go knock the lid off that slug.
Out-of-Date says you... The myriad... Regardless of who you choose, it won't be easy, as the conflict between the tribes...
To know what's right out in the dark.
The Myriad's conviction to stop the World Eaters began when the Leviathans rose from the depths of the surf. Siding with the Myriad's movement for wholeness in a fragmented world might seem like the logical thing to do, but is it the right thing? One thing's certain, though. Destiny arrives all the same. The Jagni tribe only ever had one conviction, to bring balance to the world by wiping out the weak. They believe a cleansing is necessary to restore the world, and want to let the World Eaters bring down the Tree of Life. But siding with Jagni isn't necessarily a bad thing. Fate will find a way. Out-of-Date's... He believes the tribe's Sifus, Myriad especially, will listen to you and expects you to pay at least one of them a visit and play. Myriad is...
I'll keep losing track if you keep trying to talk to me about stuff. Like, I'm trying to get through the game.
You move back. Bristle, their hair, one electric. Line up the switches.
Another fork in the road. It's either the tunnel or the motor bridge. What'll it be?
Bristle, like their hair, one electric one. You need to line up the switches so they match.
It's unusual that natural tunnels like this still exist. Most of them got flooded.
Ooh, that's enough electric power.
slash. This area was beautiful before the tribe war began. Look at it now. It's a war zone. That's the Myriad Tribe's fortress. Will they be friends or foe? You should head up there. That way you'll know.
Yeah, I'm pissing on my signpost.
Let's see.
Apparently.
What?
I said I pissed on my signpost, so I don't know if that's
Oh.
just my character's thing that does that, or
Yeah,
just everyone's different.
Yeah, I think they all do that. I didn't
Makes
realize I was
sense.
pissing on it.
It's a beaten path to that door. If you go there, you'd better make an entrance. Says they're wary of strangers. Says every...
Sifu? Master Sifu from Kung Fu Panda?
Sibi? Lapanen aginkan man. Gerat na falo hutut. Mustugay la wute.
The Myriad tribe act on understanding of the greater good and a code of honor. They believe uniting the tribes is the only way to restore the peace. The Sifu is convinced that defeating the World Eaters and saving the Tree of Life is the only way to make the world a better place. He welcomes you to the Myriad Fort and introduces himself as the tribe's Sifu. But he was hoping you'd show up. The news of a vigilante Ronin on crusade crossing the Great Wall through the crack in Bunker 101 has preceded you. He heard you took out-of-date side against the scavengers in Bunker 101. It seems he's convinced you've returned for a reason. There's something about your spirit that sparks memories of you as a kidling. He can still sense you're kind-hearted. There were 6 of them, but the unity fell apart after Lupa Lupin attacked the old village. Soon after, they formed new tribes based on their own values, and when the Blight started, the Sifu says it's time to set the past aside, at least for now. Unrest is sweeping the land, and there are rivals in all Myriad wants unity between the tribes. Their goal is understanding of the greater good and establishing a code of honor. If you believe there's some good in everyone, there's still hope for tomorrow. He was hoping you'd join them. The Sifu was waiting for something to tip the balance in their favor, and with you by their side, he's confident you can unite the other tribes. The one you should coerce first is the Jagni tribe. The Jagni tribe may believe that fear and hatred will lead them to domination. A vanquisition of the tribes and destruction of the Tree of Life won't be the restart they want. It's just an end to everything. Their kin have run out of options and found themselves backed into a corner. Even those who desire peace have been forced to prepare for war. He wants you to focus. These are the new rival outposts your tribe needs to take control of. He says you'll regret not being on their side. The only way you'll learn their secrets, Wung Fu and the tribe weapon now, is if you defeat him. And that will never happen. You both have gentle minds, so they want to wage a gentle war. A war that bonds as much as it breaks. Tells you not to be afraid. Your fate cannot. Once you've dealt with the rivals' outposts, you'll challenge their Sifu to unite their tribe with yours and let your kin share land again. They passed the point of no return as they... Seeing you... Myriad wants... He remembers... Anyway, the memories you make with your family are strong and can sometimes come to life. You have things to do. Better beware, that's a mump up ahead. They were hit hard by evolution, the wonky ones especially, deformed and unfurred. You're low on health. Hey, nice shot. Shot through.
Do they expect me to fight these big giants with the fucking logs and shit with my guns? Cause that so man. The melee's pointless. Like I literally went to go melee and I'm fucking getting like I got fucking my ass whooped. So I'm hoping later on I can actually fucking put my melee.
Look at those muscles.
Yeah, it's pretty hard with melee when doing that.
Time is lost on this place, but it evokes a tingling sensation. There's something special about it. Let's see. As time passes, memories fade, and sometimes feelings change. It's not about who you were, it's about who you'll become. This story is far from over. Echoes of a long-lost past, like whispers in the wind. Here's someone who takes each day as it comes. He asks how you are today. Then he wants you to know that if you find yourself going, he wonders where you've been. He hopes you've been out at the lake, practicing your swimming technique. Learning? He thinks you should really know how to swim by now. Why not? There's... He says, that wasn't too bad, was it? At least you learned that you'll drown if you don't swim. You need to... You just need more time in the surf. That's the only way you'll ever learn how to swim. You can... Judging by your Muma's look, it seems you forgot something. You promised you'd train with her before the sun goes down. It's time to go. You know you can't... You should know. Practice makes perfect. You have to... She'll see you at the village square. Here's another familiar face with lots on his mind. Asks how you're feeling today. He was hoping you could help him pick up some scrap. You should look. He wonders what usefulness you found. He says every little thing counts. He can work wonders with almost anything and asks that he'd love to teach. You did well, but he can't help but wonder why you decided to craft a weapon. He understands, but hopes you won't be needing it anytime soon. He's looking forward. It looks like she's starting to lose her patience. You know she doesn't like waiting for you. She wants to see you on the village square right away. She wants you to grow up and start thinking for yourself. You really need to find... You've always followed your own path, but this time... She... They look determined. Better watch out. He asks you to stop right there and wonders where you think you're going. He says that there's no way they'll let you pass. He wants to know who you think you are. They push each other to become better, and sometimes someone gets pushed. She asks if you're hurt. What happened? If the most important thing is that you... It's time to focus on your training now.
Masammal varse no kasaman varut.
Here's someone close to heart, doing what he does best. Seeing you always puts a smile on your Popsy's face. He wants to know how you're feeling. He asks if you could help him too before you leave for training. He'll talk to her, sure, but you know she wants you to accept responsibility. He says... He's curious to see what... The style might be too edgy. You should take it with you. Wear it to... He's...
Antoro.
Your Muma says it's about time you got here.
Antoro.
Oh.
Kanamunta. Kensib.
She says she is eager to get started. You don't have...
Kensib. Bolakamunum rutna.
But there's enough time left for repetition, and you need it. Training dummies don't hit back.
Amun.
Wants you to prove...
Urasa durut.
Your Muma says you did well today. She's so...
Amun. Urasa durut. Sadurutu.
Bin-
Ruhemutono. Sana yote.
You should go see him and find out what it is. You've deserved it.
Anson bara.
Catchy.
Minalagi mamur.
Your Muma says she's never seen an apparatus as green as this little thing. It's wonderful.
Kala.
Figuring that out is half the fun.
Kanamunta. Asilnatu.
A piece...
Dere?
It's called an automaton, and it's hardwired to your DNA. It'll follow wherever you go and see whatever you see.
Masammal.
Says it's...
Kanaruta.
Your Muma says you look tired. No wonder.
Masammal.
Rest, and you'll find strength for tomorrow. Nothing could stop Luka Lupin from setting the world on fire.